Hello, all of you beautiful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, currently as Asher the Labramon, and this is Hotel Architect. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Congrats on that 405 stream streak. There, Candy Floss. Sorry, I was saying that and saw a weird icon pop up above one of the guests' head and was concerned. So here we are, mostly in a hurry up and wait state, unfortunately. Because, we have almost no money. Yeah, we gotta get things upgraded, very much so. Hi, Gib Gab. You want to join voice, Gib Gab? Tal's here. Yes, Tal is here.
Hi, I'm right here.
Hello there, Sirio. How you doing? You know, thinking about it, probably a terrible idea to have these bedrooms right here. I'm sure having them right outside a bar is a great idea. Aww. Well, I hope you sleep well, Sirio. You've been missed. Oh, I forgot to do that. Uh-oh. We're gonna do some decorating, I think. I swear they are speaking Simlish. I swear they just ripped the Simlish out of the Sims and are using it here. Also, I really should put a wall here. It looks so bad. Need 30 rooms occupied at the same time here. That's how I get the sliding doors. Okay. Ah. Well, it looks like the main complaint for the critic right now is that our staff aren't experienced enough. Which that, unfortunately, I can't do much about. Oh my god, Kip Cap, really? Hey there, Winter Viking. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. Oh, I already put a wall here, apparently. You know what? No, we'll just have the walls on the sides of the elevators. We'll have the elevators themselves be what they are. You know, Tal, you know Simlish. You know Simlish. Alright, I'm gonna feed it through Discord. Let you decide whether they're speaking Simlish or not. You hear that, Tal? Or did you step away?
No, I'm just trying to listen.
Ah. I'm waiting for them to actually speak. Doesn't it sound like it?
I mean, it's definitely similar. I'm not picking up the certain words because I'm not hearing like vu, you, ah, ma. There's no Zerpas I'm hearing, so.
Fair. But yeah, it sounds so
It's definitely similar, yeah. Yeah. Because basically what I was trying to listen for is the Simlish words for, like, I, you, my, there is, like, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not hearing any of that, but it's definitely similar.
A timely reappearance. The dungeon awaits.
Some Fox just resubscribed for 97 months. Bark, bark, bark.
Prism! Thank you so much for that resub. Thank you for your 97 months of support. Hello there, Brian. Yeah, just about 100 months.
I still like that the Simlish word for I'm on fire either being a literal or figurative, like either literally oh my god I'm on fire, or figurative like doing good is wabadi badu. Wabadi badu. So like if you listen to Simlish, like if they're like having a good time and they're winning, they'll go Wadabi Badu and all that, and then like when they're on fire they go and like yell it, and it's great.
Sabada? Idor.
Gotta get some more decorations throughout my hotel.
Sabah. Hakadabu.
'Cause that was one thing that's holding me back, is my lack of attractiveness throughout my hotel. Oh, another critic arrived. Neat. Oh, the attractiveness went up. I think not having a really big fancy room for the critic to stay in is also holding me back.
Ducks underscore all underscore around has turned the entire chat into Pokemon. They can only talk like a Pokemon of their choice for 4 minutes.
Nice.
Oh, boy. Okay, I need to do some upgrades here, apparently. Larger shelves. Luckily, we got a whole bunch of upgrades we can do. Hello, Lucci. Yes, I do. There, that should hopefully suffice. Wait, what the? Oh, right. There's the premium seating. I remember now. We're gonna go around and upgrade everything as much as we can. Now that we have the ability to. Not everything can be upgraded, but we can still attempt to upgrade as much as we can. You know, some windows would look nice back here. Ooh. Maybe that window instead. Just the whole wall is a window. It drives me nuts that while, yes, I have a whole lot more floors to work with on this hotel, I do not have much floor space.
Is unfortunate.
Oh, geez, Brian. I still remember when I had my old car. I had some very... So my first car was an 88 Chrysler 5th Ave. I loved that land boat so much. But it had a lot of problems. And the number of times that I would go to, I think it was O'Reilly's. It got bought out at one point, and I think the new name is O'Reilly's, but it was a different name before. But it's a car parts store. And rely on the kindness of the staff there to fix my car was awesome. That they would help in the first place. But I also felt a bit bad that, you know, I was definitely not paying those people enough. But hey, I did at least get them pizza every time that happened. But also, they also were very happy to do it because they were otherwise bored out of their minds at work.
Fair.
Yeah, can't fault them on that. Great, want to work on a car? I'm gonna give my chefs a little bit of decoration in here. I've got some extra funds, why not? We'll put some paintings. Oh, right. Basically every room could really use some decoration. Let's see. What do we want to put in there? I'm just gonna put the same thing in each room. Oh, we'll give him this. Bloop, 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 bloop. Badoom. That can go there. That can go there. Go for it, Brian. Oh, Gib Gab? Are they running Scar? Did you get them to run that?
Hello.
Hello.
How are y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm alright.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, especially since I go to the promotion board next week.
I am always happy to help spread the word of Scar to people, Gib Gab. Always happy.
I feel like I got lucky for being a little late today after work.
Why do you say that?
Well, today was supposed to be a mock board during lunch.
It was supposed to be
Okay.
a what?
Mock board, M-O-C-K. AKA a practice board before sending people off to go to...
Illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Okay.
Jimond _ just resubscribed for 21 months. And now deep thoughts with hash browns and hash browns and hash browns and 21 bowls of hash browns.
Hi, Geeman. Thank you for that resub and your 21 months of support. It is really appreciated. And, Magna, or Brian, it was the second word that I was not understanding. Because it sounded like you were saying mock war.
Oh.
And I'm like, wait, what?
It was a practice board, so like before you go to the actual promotion board or Soldier of the Month board or anything. I got lucky because first sergeant had to go to a meeting essentially, so he just called me into the office. He's like, "You're going next month. I mean, you're going next week. Be ready."
Lovely.
Yay.
Well, congrats.
More money. Yay. I'm actually excited for that just because it's going to be useful because I can start paying off my car earlier. Extra payments beforehand. Yay.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get some more staff here. Because apparently some of my, some of them are not, getting taken care of properly. So, gotta fix that.
Feel the backhand of justice!
Alrighty, tabletop pack coming up, Frost Tusky. Uh-oh. Never mind, Frost Husky. It looks like, it looks like there is a glitch on their end. I won't be able to send that right now.
Range.
Ooh.
Let me make notes here. Yeah, remind me later or tomorrow, and I'll try to do it then. One of my favorite things about games like this is when you upgrade something that somebody is using, and it's just like, could you imagine if suddenly you're sitting on a toilet and suddenly it was a different toilet?
I would be very confused.
Yeah. Gotta upgrade that. The rooms are definitely not very big, but they do the job. We'll do bigger rooms on higher floors. Hey there, Henry.
Howdy.
Exactly, they're efficiently sized. I mean, there are always some kind of upgrade that could be done, unless you know, spent, $10,000. But I don't know what would be considered an upgrade in this game. Or, I don't know what it would be like. But it is still an upgrade. Technically. Oh, these rooms are one tile short of being big enough for the next categories. That sucks. But all the upgrades are done. Oh, I need this down here upgraded as well. What you doing there? One of my staff seems to be stuck.
Oh, not fun.
Okay, they're good. I sent them on break and they were able to move again. Yeah, I see that, Giemond. Unfortunately, I would not say that this game is super in-depth, but it is fun regardless. On the next floor, we're gonna need bigger bedrooms. Actually, no. Next floor is where we're gonna put the spa and other such things. We might put a really nice bedroom up there, or two if we have space. But the main focus will be the spa, conference room, sauna. I forget what other rooms I've got. Okay, it's just those three that I still need to build. I am glad that people can apparently just walk across stairs. You know, the open space part here. They can apparently float.
Dang.
And now we get to sit here and wait for more money to come in, because I can't do anything until I get more money. Yay for fast forward.
Yay.
Well, we still are being held back by our lack of big, nice, fancy bedrooms. Most everything else is well rated.
Yay.
Yes, it does let me do that, Henry. May not make sense, but it lets me do it so I do it anyways. Oh, right, I don't have a second. Okay, let's get another one of these. Alright, we need to pick one that will satisfy everybody. Not that. There we go. A lobster bisque. Seafood tank. Uh-oh. I don't really have space to put that in here.
Asudawu.
I'll put that there. And then the seafood tank can go here. This is an incredibly compact freaking kitchen. But it's what I've got to work with, so oh well. Yes, exactly, Gib-Gab. Exactly. Whatever, the staff can get to everything, so that's all that matters to me.
Hello. Ah, it's the Raharu.
Hello there.
Hello. Hello.
Hello there.
Hey Brian. Hey Brian. Hey Tal. Hey Master. How's it going?
I'm
Oh,
doing
it's going all right. Hello there, Hidden Adam. Yes, the game is out. It's still in early access, but yeah, it's available. Hello, Shadow Wolf. Also, that's Fleet Admiral to you. It really is, Adam. It really is. I very much enjoy this game. I'm just hoping that they keep the content coming because I have been running into the issue of, well, until they released this New York map, I was like, oh, well, now I got nothing to do. No, you cannot build a hotel pool yet. That is something that they should add, though. And then again, with some of these maps, it's like, I guess I could have an entire floor of this hotel dedicated to it. Space is a little bit of a premium. I agree, Adam. I agree. I recommend the game, but you know, always anytime that there's an early access game, you know, be careful. I know there's a few games that I was really excited about that have just been abandoned. What was the one of those? I think it was like Gnome. Yeah, it was No Moria, and another one very similar to it. That's they've just been entirely abandoned. Like this game. Oh, okay, there we go. Like this game, you know, it's kind of similar to Dwarf Fortress in a lot of ways, except, as you can see, more 3D. And there was another one that was along the same vein as this that,
Hi.
different kind.
I had to make the joke.
Hey, Tal.
Then again, maybe they did actually finish it. Or at least they say they finished it. Oh, I guess they did finish it. Though there was another one that I cannot remember the name of. I'm going to install that, actually. Go give it a go at some point. I don't remember the name of it, though, but it was very similar art style, very similar mechanics. But in that one, the idea was you were building a town with a dungeon nearby, and adventurers would come into your town, stay for a bit, and then go off to fight in the dungeon. You know, kind of like that. Oh, yes, I've played a lot of Supermarket Simulator, Adam. I've played a lot of that. With crowd control. And you all, and everybody decides to spam me with milk when I do.
Milk.
Supermarket Simulator inspired the crowd control button down in the description, with all the milk.
The poor hunter getting smothered by the milk.
Though, Adam, another game that I might recommend is Big Ambitions. It's not as fine-tuned on the managing individual businesses front, but its whole thing is you are becoming an empire of, or there's a specific term for businesses that I can't remember right now, but you have so many different businesses underneath you. I really like that one. I've just been holding off for a bit because there is one major flaw of you gotta go to various stores to buy equipment that you need. You can't just, well, you can order some of it. It's a little finicky on that front. But it's one of those games where when you're making a game, you gotta balance the fun against the detail. Like, the detail side, all of what they're doing in Big Ambitions makes a lot of sense. However, it's also causing the fun of it to suffer. With a recent update where they put in basically factory game mechanics where you can make your own products instead of just ordering them from others. Which is really cool. But when you have to, when you're trying to set up a factory and you are having to go buy the parts for it from another building, and sometimes that building is closed, it would be better if we could just lay out a blueprint just put down a blueprint in-game and hit a button to be like, okay, let's order all of this. I don't mind having to go place it down myself. I just want to be able to build out the blueprint without actually having the parts. You know. Oh, yes, I love Starbound. I love Starbound. Probably sometime next year, I will be playing some more of that. Raijin, one of my boyfriends, wants to play through that, but his internet it's not good enough to play it, so I'm going to hold off on playing it again for playing with him.
That is fair.
Also, Rip, getting smothered by milk, the third worst thing to ever happen to Hunter.
Yeah.
Behind what and actually dying?
Behind finding out that all of his achievements were technically speaking like a form of manipulation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That plot twist was wild.
And it just came out of nowhere.
Yep.
There wasn't build up to it.
Technically speaking, I consider dying to be the second worst, by the way.
I'm with that.
I still don't understand what that Scyther was thinking of just telling the plans that he was doing by before everything was said and done.
Yep.
Like he just did it in the middle of when things were in motion.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
Which is why Shade literally was like, okay, I'm gonna put being a good person on pause to call you a fucking dumbass. Because that's literally what he was doing there. He's like, no, this isn't how you manipulate people. I'm trying to swear this off, but okay, let me tell you how to actually do it because this is pissing me off so much.
Fuck it. Now I have to get involved.
Yeah. There's the art that I was talking about, the button down in the description, by the way. That's Smothered
adorable.
by Milk one.
That's adorable.
And yes, I have played Prison Architect, streamed that too. I've been streaming for 9 years now, Adam. There's a lot of games that I have done over these years. Which I am torn because... So for the 5-year anniversary of the channel, I had Roy put together a massive mural of all the art I had done up to that point for the 5-year anniversary. But I'm debating if I want to do that for the 10-year anniversary or revisit something. It's this art, by the way. Or revisit a thing that I got for the 3 years in. And I'm leaning more towards the 3-year idea. Let me find it here. Also, I'm using you to get links for sharing on Streamer Haru.
No worries.
This is the 3-year anniversary art that I got done. Years of memories and a souvenir for each. I have a little memento for every game I had done up to that point.
Nice.
You got the Portal Companion Cube, map from Dwarf Fortress on the wall there, conveyor belts from Satisfactory. There is one game that has 2 references in here, and that is Guild Wars 2. The apple and my first legendary item I crafted in Guild Wars 2.
Ooh.
The only problem with that, Gib Gab, is that for the longest time when I first started, it was mostly just tabletop. And I cannot get those groups back together. Well, I might be able to get one of them back together for a one-shot.
Eventually my contribution just needs to be my little text in the corner basically calling Zim's layout trash.
Yeah, for those that are new here, because I know some of you are new here. Yeah, Vane there, or Tao. He's got an icon of one of his characters.
I want to play tonight.
Yeah. Tao's introduction to the channel was coming in and telling me that my entire layout was garbage. It was a thing.
Yeah.
And instead of just leaving it like that, he actually explained his criticism.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, because Zim wanted to do his normal thing of just whenever like someone does that kind of thing, and just be like, okay, well, what would you do? And then like I actually gave a response, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, it was at that moment where I'm like, okay, not letting this one go. I am going to pick his brain and get improvements. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the souvenir idea again. But that's going to be a lot of work. Figuring out every single game that I have played over the years and putting them all together into one massive, overly cluttered piece. But it's also easier than trying to find all of the art that has been done for the channel over the years and putting that into a collage.
That is fair.
Anyways, back to the game. Where I'm mostly just waiting for more money to come in so I can work on the next floor.
Yippee.
I'm not sure that would classify as a yippee.
True. But it's more ways to make money, at least.
True. Alright, we've got all the upgrades for the kitchen, so let's implement them. Oh. This won't work.
Oh.
I think I might build a bigger... I think my next floor is going to be just the restaurant and the other service rooms that I need. And then I'll turn those into bedrooms. Or turn that space into more bedrooms. Because, yeah, I need a bigger room for my chefs. I
That is
can't
fair.
do all the upgrades in there. And I might make the club take up this entire... Or the bar take up this entire floor.
サクルボ
I'm playing a Vampire Survivors like, and I just got 300% multicast chance, which is kind of funny.
Oh.
What was that?
I'm playing a Vampire Survivors like. I just got multicast chance of 300%
Oh.
on an AOE spell.
Very nice. Hey, Wing Zero. Maybe expand my gym as well while I'm at it. Alright, time to get to work. Alright, put in the elevator here. We are going to wait for these rooms to no longer be occupied and then close them. Do this, do that. Boom. Plan ahead, you know? Sure, that'll work. And then we need a conference room up here. Doesn't need to be spectacular. Yeah, that'll be a good enough conference room. The sauna also does not need to be big and, you know, super impressive. Though, I do worry about fitting everything in on this floor. Let's delete that, delete that. That can go there. Then the spa. I'm sure I can open the spa into, or have the door to the sauna go into be off of the spa, so we'll do that. Hopefully that'll let me do that anyways. That goes there. That can go there. Ugh, no, this won't work. I'm gonna need more space for this, so we're just gonna remove that and make this bigger. Put down that. Honestly, the spa could be even bigger, but I don't think I can really fit it in. Maybe we'll put the, where the kitchen is currently, that might be where we put the, conference room and not make bedrooms there. Hey there, Kenku.
Hi, Kenku.
The rest of this is just decorative stuff that we can worry about later. Actually, just to give my chefs a little bit more space, we're gonna extend that out a little bit. And we can put the door to the kitchen here. Enabled? No, none of this should be enabled. Right, forgot a door. Those are slightly important.
Ever so slightly.
Ah, good. That's been placed all over that. Let's just grab this. This can go everywhere in there. We want some windows in here. There we go. Apparently so, Merle. Apparently so. Hello there, Ibzan. How's my good yin?
Zoom.
Yes?
Roughly a month and a half away. For Furry migration, I can't wait.
Well, I'm afraid you're gonna have to learn how, considering, you know, it is still a month and a half away, and, you know, gonna be hard to, really change things and all that.
I know, I'm excited for it. I know I still have to wait, though.
That's not going to give me as many tables, but I also haven't seen that much need for a lot of tables, so I think this will be fine. Like, we haven't even had half of our current amount of tables used. And I can always build another kitchen and dining or restaurant later on.
True.
Might even be beneficial to me to have a second one with different meals. Ah, very nice, Ibzan. Very nice. So it was lobster bisque, the steak, and Swedish meatballs? No. Schnitzel? No.
Oh, schnitzel.
Oh,
Salad. That was the other one.
Wait, did I just hear Spätzle? Did someone say Spätzle?
Schnitzel. Yes.
Well, Spätzle and Schnitzel are different.
No, it's schnitzel.
Okay. Now I want Spätzle.
Oh, not enough money. That is very unfortunate. Well, we could at least unpause and get some of this work done. As well as get more money coming in. Very nice, Ibzan. Very nice. We gotta do that again sometime. I would have asked you today, except I didn't have much time to do Hell Divers before tabletop. I have also been brought food.
oh.
Ube.
Rex made curry.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Definitely not Ren, oh pal. Ren would be too curry would be too much flavor for Ren. Oh, jeez, Ibzan. You do so much traveling, I swear. I don't want tables or chairs in this room. Oh, there is a better bookshelf. And some easy decorative items to throw in. We'll put these here. But sure, Ibzan, yeah, we could do some Elldivers tomorrow. Alright, our spa is open. Alright, staff.
A blue?
You are getting reassigned here. You as well. We'll leave those 2 bedrooms there for now. I was hoping to have more space, but, yeah, I underestimated how much, space I would need. Alright, let's move this up here. I just love the gasps anytime I move something.
Just everybody like, oh, something moved.
Yep. Suppose another cutlery shelf probably would be good up here. Squeaky. That one was a scream.
Oh, dang. It's, fuck! It moved! Whack!
And that one was more of a sound of wonder. Yes, your god is rearranging your world. Pray I do not rearrange it further. Ah, another painting. Go for it, Gib Gab. We only got about 20 minutes left before tabletop, but by all means, come on in.
Right.
That's perfect. I can go on my 20-minute spiel about being left alone at work too long, and I had time to think.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Hi, Zolette.
Hmm. So yeah, I got time to think, and I had time to think about 3 things: something that makes me sad, something that makes me mad, and something that makes me glad. Not in that specific order, but it was just one of those like I want to think of these. Um, I understand now, on the way home from work, upon deeper reflection, why people driving bad makes me mad.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It's not that like they break the rules. It's not just that they put themselves in danger stupidly. It's that we're supposed to be in it together. Like, the whole point of me driving safe and you driving safe and doing the rules and following them is that, like, if we have mutual understandings and conventions and norms and we all follow them, we communicate, and if we communicate, we can do things safely and quickly. And I realized this because literally on the last stoplight before I got home, the person didn't have their turning signal on. Because they don't have the turning signal on, I don't know that they're turning. But I see the wheel of the car start to move as if they were turning. And they start accelerating, and I slammed the brake, and if I hadn't, I would have hit them. Because I just started driving forward. Because they didn't have the turning signal on. I didn't know they were gonna turn. And for a moment, I sat there thinking, like, I'm furious. I don't know why. And then while driving up the garage, I was like, it's because it's avoidable. Because all it takes is moving the hand up just a little to flick on the turning signal, right? There's like no reason not to. Why would you not? Out of laziness? I guess if you forgot. But if you see I don't have the turning signal on, presumably I'm just gonna go forward. You should signal to me that I'm gonna turn so I can give you room to turn. Because the person behind him didn't turn. I would have just let him turn, and then I would have gone forward, because he's the only one that was turning. So I'm sitting here like, what's the point? And I flash back to the entire ride home where people kept being idiots because we were in the middle of rush hour, and people kept like not turning on the turning signal, for example. And when people no ponen el cruce, then I get stuck in there because I'm sitting here like, what's the point? Why do you not turn the turning signal on? Why do you walk across the middle of the street when you have a pedestrian crossing right there and right there? ¿Por qué no pones el cruce? No entiendo por qué no pones el cruce si lo puedes hacer y podemos ir rápido los dos. And then we don't have to worry about indicating to each other.
Yep.
But
You're going
You got looked
Spanish.
up and slipped into Spanish.
You can
Sorry.
speak Spanish there.
sorry, my bad. Like I don't understand it. Okay, and the entire thing is that I'm here like, why? Why do you just run across the middle of the street when you could use the crossing? Or drive in the opposite lane, even if it's for like 10 seconds, just because it's a little bit quicker. And when I say a little bit quicker, I mean you would have saved yourself like a second and a half. And that's, I think, just what makes me mad. I don't understand it. We could be safe together. We could be faster together. If I could save time every time I don't have to, like, judge your arbitrary intentions because you don't signal to me what you're gonna do because I have no faith that you're gonna do so safely, I could save minutes over the course of a week. But no. It's the idea that everyone's in it for themselves because you exist just to get from point A to B faster when driving, and not like in it together where we're all just trying to get places safely together. Boy. Which just leads me into the thing that made me sad. I understand more than anything now why police are mean.
People are stupid.
No, it's because they're smart. And I hate that it makes me sad. I had a really good chat with a police officer today because they stopped by for like help with something. And they just started talking, right? And I was like listening, doing the auto listening thing. And they were talking about like the amount of traffic stops they were making recently because they were making a ton of them, and they're like, I've actually had to like start peeling back the number of them because like we're just having a lot of them and we can't really like process them. And I'm like, wow. And to be fair, apparently they're making like record numbers of stops. And I suddenly asked them out of curiosity, like, how come like that? What's normally like your strategy for like speeding? Like, how do you catch people speeding so well? And he looked at me like, really? You just want the cheat code? But he just explained anyway, which I thought was really funny. And basically he just said like 8 is bait, 9 you're mine. I didn't understand what that meant. Obviously it depends on the police officer, this is not a rule. Just don't speed, don't drive over the speed limit, please. Not good. But he told me that like he doesn't mind when people drive a little bit over the speed limit to maintain the flow of traffic to an extent. Or sometimes he understands why people do it, which is why he kind of lets them. He lets people drive about 8 miles per hour over the speed limit. And when they pass that 8, he goes after them because the faster people tend to drive together, the higher the chance one of them will speed above the rest. If they're driving at 20 and someone speeds to 25, well, he may not like bother with that. But if they're driving at 30 and the speed limit's 25 and one of them drives at 35, he'll nab that person. And I was sitting here like, that is smart and actually kind of depressing that it works that well.
Also, that guy's being an asshole by lowering the agreed upon amount by 1 because the agreed upon amount is 9 is fine, 10 you're mine. So he's intentionally going 1 below.
Probably.
For pulling people over.
Oh.
I have only heard the 8 you're fine, 9 you're mine. Because
really?
it rhymes, you know?
Well, so does 9 you're fine.
True.
It depends on where you are. Like, for some of the roads over here, it's 9 you're fine, 10 you're mine. Some of the roads are 8 you're fine, 9 you're mine.
The most common thing that I've seen amongst police is they don't care so much that you're speeding. They care that you are being a danger to yourself and others. If you're going with the flow of traffic and everybody's going 10 over, they're not going to care.
Wrong from personal experience, but you know.
I am saying in general. I used to work with a lot of cops, so, you know, I spoke with them about these things, idly, because we're doing security and it's just sitting there anyways. But it's not the rule for everybody. But that is the general thing that a lot of them go by, is they care more about you being a danger with your speeding. Yes, there are always exceptions to every rule where, yeah, they'll just pull you over for going 1 over. I have seen that.
Yeah. To be fair, the rule is more just dependent on what the incentives are. Like, if you put quotas, they don't care about whether you're a danger or not as long as they haven't met their quota. Or if the month is close to over, you drive 1 over the speed limit, have a quota to meet.
I
don't care about the danger.
Quotas need to just be gone from every industry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that. Gib gab. Some states, like Alabama, for example, Do not state that you need to use your turn signals when swapping lanes.
Look, there's a big
I hate
difference
it.
when swapping. I also hate that, but like there's a big difference between swapping lane and at a four-way intersection where there are no clear designated turning lights.
Oh yeah, no, 100% the person who was turning should have yielded to you, even if he didn't have the fucking blinker on.
Good night, Ibzan. Thanks
No,
for
they're
coming
saying
by.
that they were following someone and they didn't use their turn signal at an intersection and stopped.
No, no,
I-
no. Like,
I'm-
I was going forward. The person like on the other side of the turning signal was going like forward towards me.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I thought. But then they instead turned in front of me, and I had to slam the brakes to like otherwise I would hit.
Okay.
That's what made me mad because I look at the cars, like I was able to see the cars behind them, and none of them had the turning signal on. So I was like, okay, they're all just gonna drive forward. I always still keep my foot on near the brake because people always do that kind of thing. This was just the closest call because he sped forward really quickly, and not only should he have yielded to me, I would have yielded to him just to let him go because there were no other cars behind him that were gonna go anyway. If I don't let him go, I block off the flow of traffic for his lane, which is just because like this is a small intersection. But like I wouldn't have minded letting him go if he just turned on the turning signal. Even if I had right away, that's what made me mad in the first place. It's like, why do you make life difficult for everyone? You made me pause for like seconds after slamming the brake because I was like, oh my god, that was scary.
And you know if there was somebody behind you, they would have 100% not given a fuck and honked the horn.
They did. There was somebody behind me. They honked the horn. That's why I started moving. Because for a moment I froze, and then they honked the horn. And I was like, okay, move.
Ah.
One of the ones where I got really mad is there's like a hill that I go down when I'm coming back from work, and there is a stop sign to the left of the hill, like because it like intersects with a road. There is not a stop sign to the right because what happens is that there's actually a what's the word for it? The yield is stop sign yields, the hill keeps going, and the right keeps going. And the amount of people that have pulled out in front of me while I'm going down a like double-digit incline hill, trying to merge onto a road where I have right of way, and then they like stop in front of the intersection is unbelievable.
Bruh.
Like, an honestly ungodly amount of people have pulled out in front of me at that intersection, despite the fact that I know that that stop sign says, basically goes, through traffic does not stop.
See, normally I somewhat dislike police just parking themselves at a spot where there are, like, issues, because sometimes it doesn't really solve the problem, it just lets police catch more of them. But like ideally you'd want to like redesign the road or change around things to solve the core issue. But sometimes there are traffic spots where I just still wish the police would park a vehicle there permanently. Just because I know, if I was an officer, I would be glad to sit there all day raking in tickets until they stopped coming. And then like let it lay down for a while, and then like go do the same again.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go because I'm looking at the time. You got like 9 minutes till session, and my dad's calling me. I will catch y'all later.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
See ya. But yeah, I would park a police car right outside that hill. Also, yeah, I was gonna say what made me happy is Old Puppy. I completely forgot about a video that I'd seen ages ago, and it popped up in my like feed today, and I just watched it, and it's just this like old, scrunkly, grunkly, monstrous, freakish, shivering old puppy abomination. I love him. I love him to death. He's one of the like tiny little half hairless fur balls that's always shivering and always has like the tongue outside. And I'm just looking at him like I love him so much. I would kill to protect this puppy. I it makes me so happy to just see it. Not the fact that he's old and grunkly, but like he's getting all of the love and care that he deserves. It's just one of those puppies that you look at and you go, "This is such a happy puppy." I love him. I don't care if he's like over a decade old. He's a puppy at heart. Look at the way he like eats. It just creates a giant mess and then looks expectantly at the owner like, "Clean it up now." And look at the way he just like eats, naps, wakes up, demands more food, and he has to be fed like multiple times over and over because he can't eat like solid foods. He has to eat like a little slurred, liquefied thing, and it's like composed of his favorite foods that get switched up so he doesn't get bored. And the owner clearly loves the little old puppy, and I'm like, this dog is gonna live the happiest few years of his life, and I love this so much. It makes me so happy. I love this little gremlinish abomination. I did not look. I didn't know I could love. It's not just a happy puppy. It's just like it's a little scrungly weirdo, and I love him. And also, he's really happy. Literally, grandpa dog just eats.
I'm going to keep patting you regardless.
Wah. No, just
Pat
oh,
that.
happy pup. Because all dogs are always puppies.
Puppies? Where?
All dogs are always puppies. Doesn't matter how big, doesn't matter how old. Always a puppy at heart.
Uh-oh. If I don't get enough money in soon, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna have some people die.
Oh no.
I didn't have enough money for the doors.
Can you break the wall?
I could. I don't want to go that route, but I could.
Or cancel another thing?
It's okay. I got enough money for one door, I just need enough money for the other. There we go.
I want to play Peak. I need to beat that mountain.
You want to play what?
Peak.
What is that?
The mountain climbing.
Oh.
Stupid mountain.
It's a game where you climb a... Your plane has crash landed and you've got to climb up a mountain to get seen and rescued.
Ah, fair.
It's
It's
multiplayer.
one of the few... All I'm saying is it's one of the few times where I've just looked at the thing and gone too big. The mountain, I mean, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
I just don't know if I want to do that or if I want to go kill more in Zomboid.
Zomboid's
One of
always
these-
fun.
Yeah, it is. I'm compiling a
Either
list of
way,
places
you're going
where
to be either way, you're going to be a good boy for me, right, Gabby?
Mm-hmm. Eat. Just tell me to kill more.
Well, I could just tell you to do whatever, but
But the bloodthirst, though. I got to like 700 kills in like 3 in-game days. 800-ish, I think. Look, I've commented on it before, but Zomboid just unleashes my unnatural bloodlust, okay? There's just something about it, you know?
Yeah.
There's just something about, like, the spear and the crowbar and the shotgun and like going ham, you know?
I normally just use a spear. It'll just kill things, and then it's no longer a problem.
I mean,
Besides,
yeah.
they're cheap as hell, and you could just make like 5 of them instantly, and it's fine.
Well, see, that's why normally I like using the spear. It's just like self-sustaining. All I need is tree branches, or if I use simple overhaul melee weapons at this point, I just need planks, and that's easy to get. But also, like, running Britas is like peak Britas weapons and armor. It's like hot, you know? I got to play the scene of the sommelier in John Wick 2. Just like, ah, yes, what do I want? I want this sweet, fragrant AR-15, or would I like this beautiful HK2 assault rifle? And then I picked the shotgun anyway.
Well, this arrangement worked out nicely. Managed to expand the gym, get more spots for people, and I was able to fit in the spa, the sauna, and the conference room.
I've never been to a sauna.
I have been in one once. It was interesting. I don't see the appeal.
I mean, I guess if you live in a cold climate, but like to me, it's like I could go to a sauna or I could just go outside.
What's the point when I could go outside in high humidity and feel the same thing?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you mean it's like a dry day at 70% humidity at 30 degrees Celsius, or that's how much is that in stupid? 85, give or take. Yeah, you know. Could go to a sauna or just go outside.
I think I see a problem with my sauna. Apparently it is making other rooms more warm around it.
Is that bad?
It is, because then people will complain about it, and I need to get some air conditioning in here. And I now have air conditioning.
Put the pool room next to the sauna, that way the pool can be warm too.
Sadly, there is no pool in this game yet.
Darn. And exactly, Meryl. That's what I mean. Go to sauna? Why? Just go outside. So much easier. I really do wish there was one thing I could go, and it's like in Madrid when we went there for the tour. They had an indoor ice skiing thing. Like they built like artificial hills and just had it freezing cold to the point where the artificial snow just actually stayed there. They had a really big hill, and I remember not doing it because I was told like, no, you're gonna die. Just go on the smaller one until you can get better. But I still fondly remember when I literally had no idea what I was doing. I turned around to talk to someone and then felt myself sliding backwards. And I couldn't stop myself. And somehow I managed to slide all the way down the hill backwards by accident. Terrified I was gonna hit someone, I think I managed to stop myself close to the bottom. And I was like, it's a good thing I didn't go up the big hill.
Yeah.
But I actually kind of wish I could do that again. That was kind of fun. I just remember it being horribly uncomfortable to be in the cold weather because everything was painted too cold and wet and bleh.
Understandable.
Pain.
Gives
I'm
the
just not
Gabby
built.
head pats.
Brrr. Look, I'm just not built for the cold, okay? I'm built for the warm.
Ah, is that why you like cuddling up to the dragon so much?
Are you cold?
No, I'm a dragon.
Hmm. I like cuddling cold, okay? It's like, like you want to get your pillow to be cold. And then, like, you lay on one side of the pillow, and then when it gets warm, you, like, flip it over and lay on the other side, and you, like, keep shifting it around because it keeps getting too warm and it's too uncomfortable, and then eventually you just, like, yank off your clothes and you're like, alright, I guess we're sleeping like this because as warm as it is, I don't want to sleep without a blanket.
I don't think I ever had that problem before myself.
I overheat too much.
Ah,
I do too.
Basically, if it doesn't get, like, below a certain temperature, I'm borderline immune to cold. But, like, there's just, like, a tipping point at some point where it just goes from I barely feel it to, like, oh god, I need more clothes. So to answer your question, if you don't mind me shifting around a lot, I'll cuddle.
Alright.
Fog. I'll take the tail. Like a big pillow.
You do seem to quite enjoy the tail.
I love tails.
tails are good.
Exactly. Just like, look, okay. Much like how you sleep hugging a pillow, why wouldn't you sleep hugging someone's tail?
There.
Or
Only
am I
the
just-
sauna is where it is warm now.
Nice.
Nice.
Exactly as it should be.
Like, okay. It's not weird, like, it's normal to sleep just hugging a pillow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do that with the tail. Perfection.
I mean,
So I should expect the Gabby to just cuddle up to my tail?
Exactly. You know that meme that's like me, my girlfriend, and the like 6-foot plushie or something like that?
Yeah.
I now need to make that meme, but it's like me, my pet, and my giant 6-foot tail, and it's like Era's pet hugging the tail and not Era, and Era being grumpy.
Funny you think Air's tail would be only 6 feet long.
Oh, yeah,
My
it's
tail is
pretty
about that
mean,
long, and Rex did that to me, actually.
Look, knowing Era, we just gotta add a 0 in front of it or something, or at the end of it, but it's that point.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hop down because it is past time.
yeah, gotta do that too.
Alright, I'll be there shortly.
And I'll hop back, let you do outro.
I just want to get this thing in here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off this time. So, thank you everybody for joining us. Oh, hey there, Wolf Sage. Thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Hotel Architect. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, using our Humble Bundle partner link, grabbing merch over at zgfgaming.store, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everyone, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.